To kick off day two, we have Stephen Smotherman of Full-Time FBA on track one. If you've spent any time in the Amazon selling space, you're probably already familiar with Stephen. He's been selling online for over 20 years and on Amazon since 2011. He and his wife Rebecca run the Full-Time FBA blog, YouTube channel, and the Full-Time FBA Show podcast. He's here to present the secret sauce to boosting your Amazon sales and profits in 2023 and how using Inventory Lab correctly can help make it easier.
I'm so excited to be here. This is awesome. Today, we are going to be talking about the secret sauce to boosting your Amazon sales and profits in 2023. I'm excited to talk about this today. I'm also excited about a secret sauce. I mean, I don't know. There's always, if something has a secret sauce, I want to try it. And hopefully this is a kind of secret sauce that you're going to want to try as well. And we're going to get right into that today. But before we do anything, I do want to let you know, I've got some freebies for you, okay? So these freebies are my gifts to you. And so the first freebie is a Seller Central Tips ebook. I got this book that I wrote together with my wife, and it's all about Seller Central issues and helping overcome some glitches in selling on Amazon, dealing with Amazon seller support, all sorts of stuff. If you go to fulltimefba.com/sellercentraltips, then you get this ebook for free. And when you're doing that, you're signing up for my newsletter. And so, want to make sure that you are aware that this is a freebie, but I also love to over deliver. So I'm also going to give you a monthly sales rank chart where I break down all the main categories on Amazon, and I break down the sales rank percentages, so you can see, hey, this is in the top 5% of all Amazon items for this particular category, or this is in the top 1%. This is selling really well. I also give you a little free video on how to actually read this chart and use it. It helps you make better sourcing decisions in trying to find stuff to buy to sell on Amazon. And if you're a new Amazon seller, I also have an acronym sheet where I break down all of the most important acronyms, including IL, which stands for Inventory Lab, right? So, we got those acronyms for you, but you just go to fulltimefba.com/sellercentraltips. You'll get the ebook, and then you'll also, after you get the ebook, you'll be delivered with the monthly sales rank chart, Amazon acronym PDF, as well as other freebies because I love to over deliver. So I'm going to give you some stuff you don't even know about you're going to get. So my gifts to you, fulltimefba.com/sellercentraltips. At the end of this presentation, we're going to do a Q&A and a giveaway. So coming up to the end of the presentation, so stick around for that. But today, we're talking about the secret sauce to boosting your Amazon sales and profits in 2023. And that secret sauce is Replens. So Replens, what is a Replen? I'm glad you asked. So a Replen is simply a item, like if you look in the dictionary, it's short for replenishable. So replenishable means this: to make full or complete again by supplying what's been used up or is lacking. You got that, you see that empty cup there, I drink all that water. Well, if I replenish the water, I'm filling it back up again. And the same is true with an Amazon seller. Replen also means to nourish or become full again. If you need to eat, replenish your nutrients, replenish all the good stuff that you have in your body that's been used up. To make full again, also to add new stock or supply to. So, of course, the replen definition we're going to go with today with inventory is to make full or make complete again, to add new stock or supply to. So, it could be, you can with lotions, you're replenishing the moisture in your skin. Replen is something that it helps us out. But a reseller's definition, an inventory item you can easily restock before your item stock level is even depleted. And this is the secret sauce because most Amazon sellers are just always searching for more inventory to sell on Amazon. But the more replens that you have that you can go find and restock, it transforms your Amazon business. It's an inventory item you can find again and again to sell again and again. So if you are always out there looking for inventory items to add to your Amazon business, you only can find maybe one or two, maybe three. Maybe you have a good day and you find 10 items that you can add to Amazon. What if you found a replen, an item you can continually replenish because you know where to go find it over and over again, and you find one or two of those a day? I mean, that can transform your Amazon business for sure. So again, you can find a a health and beauty item and just continually sell that item over and over again. You can find a toy and continually sell that item over and over again. You can find a grocery item and sell those items over and over again. You can find clothing or shoes and sell those items over and over again. Well, Replens are hugely powerful. They can transform your Amazon business. And I want to tell you how I discovered the power of Replens. I started selling on Amazon back in 2011. That's a picture. I was a single dad, 4 boys, trying to find a way to make some good money. I was really big into eBay and ended up finding out that Amazon was even better because with eBay, I had a house full of inventory. I mean, there was inventory in my garage, in my bedroom, in my bathroom. Don't tell my customers that, but I had inventory everywhere and it just wasn't working out very well. But with Amazon, I got to send my stuff to Amazon. You know the drill if you're an Amazon seller. FBA was awesome. And mostly at the beginning, I focused on garage sales, thrift stores, retail clearance items. It was the low-hanging fruit. It was the easy way to try to get started to sell on Amazon. And it was great. And in 2013, I married my wife, Rebecca. She became an incredible stepmom, but also became a business partner of mine. And we started working on our Amazon business together. And in 2014, I realized that this business strategy of garage sales, thrift stores, retail clearance, it was not sustainable, not any bit at all. I was running myself ragged. And so I decided I need to find inventory that I could sell again and again on Amazon, that I knew where I can find it, that I didn't always have to be looking for more inventory. I could just go right back to the source and resell those items on Amazon. And in 2015, I accidentally discovered replenishables. And here's the story of how I accidentally found my very first replen, all right? So I was going to a clearance aisle like I always did, and I found an item that was on the shelf. It was this Mickey Mouse. You press the hand and it sings some of the Mickey Mouse Club songs. And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. But there was no like clearance price on it. There wasn't a clearance sticker on it. And I was like, okay, is this clearance item? Is this a regular price item that some person just kind of put back at the wrong place? You know how that happens sometimes if you do retail arbitrage. And I found that it was not a clearance item. It was actually a full priced item. But then I saw that this full priced item was actually selling for 3 times more on Amazon. And so I realized after Amazon fees, I could basically like double my money by buying this item. So I actually went to the place in the store, the toy aisle where this item is at regular price, and I saw, what the price was, but I also saw that they had about 6 or 7 of them. And I'm like, this is awesome. So I decided I'm going to buy them all. And I realized, and because I was at a Target, I was at a Walmart at the time, I realized, hey, I live in a Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. There are almost 100 Walmarts. I'm going to go to every single Walmart and find these items. So I actually got in my minivan. That's my son, Drew, in the back seat, my wife in the passenger seat, wondering, why are you taking a picture of this? And we drove all around town. And if you look closely, the red circles, those are all the items that I was able to find that Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse Club singing plush toy. And I went everywhere. And then I realized that I sent it to Amazon. It has an amazing rank. It sold really well. And then I started seeing that I was getting low on stock. And I realized, wait a minute, I can just go back to Walmart. Hopefully they still have these in stock. They don't anymore. This was like 5 or 6 years ago. Or longer now. I feel like the older I get, the shorter time I think passes, but a longer time has actually passed. Anyway, but I just was able to replenish my inventory and not have to continue, trying to find new sources. And so I realized replens are the way to go. Absolutely. So this was my first replen haul. When I went out to get the stuff, again, my son Drew helping me out with that. Just had his big, I can't remember how old he was at this. Right now he's taller than me, and I'm 6'2". So this replen, it's game changing. It's transformational, and so replens really transformed my success to become more of a full-time Amazon seller. I stopped sourcing at garage sales and thrift stores. I only source clearance items when I have extra time. My main focus is buy items that I know based upon, I've got my Scoutify app on my phone. I'm scanning those items. I'm seeing what the sales ranks are. And I look at a keep a graph, and I buy items that I know and have confidence that are going to sell over and over again. And I source these items via retail arbitrage. I do an online arbitrage, and I do wholesale. You can find Replens with all of those situations. And so today, there's that little kid who's now older, and all of his brothers. I'm able to make a full-time income focusing mainly on Replens. And behind my desk, I'm going to show you in case you can't see it. I mean, I still have one of these just to remind me, focus on Replens. And so I don't even know if it still works. Oh yeah, it still works. So still makes noise and still sings songs, but I keep it as a reminder to always focus on Replens. And there's some reasons why a lot of people don't. But let's get into what a replen can be. A replen can really be anything. It could be you can find replens in every Amazon category. You can find replens every size, shape, weight. I mean, small and light, oversized, you can find replens. You can find them RA, OA, wholesale sourcing. It could be really almost anything. I mean, literally anything can be a replen. Now, not everything is a replen, obviously, but it can be anything. So why should you focus on replens? That's a good question. Why focus on replens? No more one-off items. Just the items where you find one item that you can sell on Amazon. Instead you're finding multiples. Maybe you find a goofy plush toy, and you're like, oh, that's really good, and you can make $5 off of it. Okay, but replens are so much better. Maybe you find one grocery item and you can make $10 off of that. Okay, that's good, but replens are better. Maybe you find one pair of shoes and you're like, oh, I can make $20 off of that. No, replens are better because replens, it's easier to go deep. I mean, what if you can get a 10 goofy plush every month? You find more items to resell? What if you can get 10 grocery items every single month? 10 pairs of shoes every single month that are the exact same thing, that you know where to get it, and you're able to make that money, because it's a lot easier to make profits in the long term when you're selling, 10 of a goofy plush per month. You get more predictable cash flow because you're selling 10 of these grocery items a month or more. Like 10 is very conservative, because there are certain items that I sell almost 100 of a month. And so it brings more business stability. It's easier to outsource. I mean, what if you find the replen and you hire someone locally just to go to maybe you find a replen at Target. You find some and you hire someone locally to go to every single Target in your area. Or maybe you can find, if you have someone who you can hire in other large towns that have multiple Targets or Walgreens or Target or Walmarts or things like that, it's a lot easier to outsource replens than trying to teach someone on how to make a really good decision on everything that they're sourcing. So you can have more long-term success when it comes to focusing on replens. So where do you find replens? All right. Where do you find replens? Do you find them in clearance aisles? No, because usually you can only buy one or two of an item in a clearance aisle. Do you find them at garage sales? No. I mean, it's hard enough to find brand new items to sell on Amazon at garage sales anyway, but you're not going to go deep on that. Do you find them at thrift stores? Again, no. You might find one item to sell at a thrift store, but you're not going to go that deep. Do you find them at estate sales? No. Are you catching a trend? Do you find it on sale items? No, because those sales are very temporary. You cannot continually go back and get the sale price every single time. You don't find replens at sale items. Liquidation lots? No. There's no. You finally figured out by now that one of the best places to find a replen is, well, there's actually two places. Number one, anywhere items are being sold at regular price. One of the awesome things about Amazon is most people who are Amazon shoppers assume Amazon has the cheapest price, but they don't realize that there might be some stuff locally that they can buy at regular price. It's so much cheaper than on Amazon. And so there's ways that you can find stuff locally doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage where it's a regular price item, but it's still being sold for 3, 4, 5 times on Amazon. And then the second place you can find replens direct from wholesale brands. So those are the two places. And so I always look for replens, and when I find them, they are game changers. Again, the sourcing strategies that I use: retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, wholesale. But why doesn't everyone focus on replens? Well, it's a mental game, and you need to really focus on the mental side of everything. Because why doesn't everyone focus on replens? Because clearance aisles, you can load up a cart, and that makes you feel good. And sometimes with replens, you might just find one or two replens a day, and that doesn't load up a cart. That's not psychologically exciting. But when you realize the profits that you make over time, that can be exciting. But clearance items, you're just getting one or two items that sell out, and you cannot have consistent inventory that way. But replens provide consistent inventory. Garage sales give you great ROI, 500% ROI sometimes, but you're only getting one item that you're not going to be able to restock. Replens provide consistent inventory. And then low-hanging fruit feels good in the short term, but you're only getting like the leftover inventory. Replens provide consistent inventory. That's a huge deal. Replens provide consistent inventory. That's what you want. Sure, it's fun to load up a cart, take a full picture, you get a receipt that's like super long. It's great to get 500% ROI, but it's not long-term success building. Replens are. So low-hanging fruit, the only time low-hanging fruit is actually good is when you're the first person there, where you got all these apples on the bottom of the tree. But usually when you get there, people have already been there. Maybe you'll find one apple on the bottom of the tree. What you want is fruit everywhere, and Replens helps you pick that fruit everywhere, and that turns into money that helps you profit. So why doesn't everyone focus on Replens? Replens require more patience, but the outcome is gold. Replens require long-term mindset, but your time and effort is rewarded. And replens require hard work, and your hard work is not wasted. And so replens can really just drive sales and profits and long-term success for sure. So you got that instead of just the low-hanging fruit, you're getting the fruit from all over the tree, and that is money, baby. All right. So how does Inventory Lab help with replens? If you use Inventory Lab the right way, it can help you with replens. Because Inventory Lab has the restock reports. So the restock reports, if you add insights to your Inventory Lab subscription, yes, it's an additional cost, but they provide the numbers and the calculations for you to be able to know when and how many to replenish when you start to sell out of your inventory. All you have to do is enter in the lead time it takes to restock each replen. If you have a retail arbitrage replen, that lead time might just be you go into the store and sending it to Amazon. So maybe 4 or 5 days. If you have a wholesale replen, maybe you got to place the order. They have to ship it to you or a prep center, and then the prep center or you ships it to Amazon. Maybe that lead time is 2 weeks. You enter in the lead time, and Inventory Lab restock report shows you exactly when to reorder, how many to reorder. So read the restock, reorder, and replenish your inventory as needed. I took a little screenshot from Inventory Lab's restock report sample, and here's part of what it looks like. It tells you your stock, like you got all your inventory items, tells you your stock status, if you're stocked, if you need to restock soon, or if you need to restock now, the estimated replen quantity, and then you've already put in the lead time of how long it takes you, and then the date you need to replenish by. So it's a really helpful thing. Now, there are some other tools that do this same calculation for you, but they are well over the cost of adding insights to your Inventory Lab subscription. And so Inventory Lab is pretty awesome. I do want to help you find success with replens. We're going to do this. I'm going to talk about this, and then we're going to open things up to Q&A in case anyone has any questions. I want to help you find success with replens. How do I do that? There's a course called The Reseller's Guide to Replenishables. It is all about helping you find replens, retail, online, wholesale. It's a 3.5-hour video course. It's a 98-page ebook. There's 5 bonuses at no additional charge. There's multiple proven replen sourcing strategies that will help you free up your time. The course helps you outsourcing replens. The course includes lifetime ownership. There's a 60-day money-back guarantee. The link, fulltimefba.com/replens. And if you use the coupon code REPLEN30, it'll take $30 off the coupon code. So this is something that can really help you with your Amazon business in huge ways. So the bonuses that are included, I have a failure-proof Replen success strategy video where I walk you through exactly what I do, my thought process, and how you can find replens yourself. I also have a bonus video about how many replens do I buy. Like, say you find an item that you would love. Like, what if you found 100 of an inventory item and you want to sell them on Amazon? Do you know, like, do I buy all 100 now? Do I just buy 20 of them now and just restock 20 later? What do I decide when it comes to how many to buy? I have a bonus video helping you walk through that. I've got walkthrough videos of confirmed replens, items that I've gone online doing some online arbitrage. And I'm like, okay, look, this is what I see in a replen. This is how I know it's a replen, an item that I can buy now and replenish later. So I've got a confirmed replens walkthrough. I've got a spreadsheet that can help you with your replen management. I got 131 replen ideas worksheet. So these are the bonuses, and all the bonuses ever added in the future, because the course comes with lifetime ownership. If I ever update the course or the videos or the bonuses, you get that for free. fulltimefba.com/replens. So 3 seller's guide to replenishables. Know the formula to successfully find replens, profitable replens that will sell predictably on a consistent basis. Learn the framework to build a seamless replen workflow that works best for you. Discover how to average hundreds of dollars of replen sourcing profits per day. That's right, day. Learn the costly mistakes we made early on and how you can avoid them when it comes to replens. We're going to talk about how to price replens for faster sales and bigger profits, and how to become an expert in multiple replen sourcing strategies. So if one sourcing strategy doesn't lead to faster results, you can pivot to a better strategy. So again, fulltimefba.com/replens is where to go. And I do want to just let you know again, the coupon code REPLEN30 at fulltimefba.com/replens to learn how to do this and save money. The cost of this course is actually going to be going up soon, so we want to make sure you are aware of that. All right, I do have some time for some questions. If you have any questions, let's see. I don't see any questions right now. Let's see. Okay, there we go. All right, so I just see, I don't see any questions here. So I do want to let you know again that replens have really revolutionized my Amazon business. This little, I almost said monkey, this little mouse has really transformed our Amazon business so that we can make more of a full-time income. If you're still just trying to find the next inventory source and it's not lasting, you just sell out, you're not able to restock, then that is a time for you to really consider transitioning into something that's more replens rather than one-offs. All right. I see a question here. Very interested to know how many SKUs we should have before we start to use a repricer. That's really good. I personally feel like if you have 20 active SKUs on Amazon, you can probably manage that manually repricing, going into repricing manually. But if you have more than 20, or maybe over 30 active SKUs, then it's time to add a repricer, an automatic repricer to your Amazon business. I've never heard anyone say, I started using a repricer too soon. I've never heard anyone say that. I always hear people say, why did I not start this later? So at fulltimefba.com, we've got some blog posts on our repricing and repricing strategies. So you can just go to fulltimefba.com and type in repricing, and there's going to be some stuff that's going to help you get started with repricing. So that's a good question. Let's see. So Another question, what do you consider a long-term replen? So that's a really good question, because it's true that there are replens that come and go in waves. So when I'm outsourcing and I can see based off of a Keepa graph, and if you don't know anything about Keepa, I've got a free video that can show you and introduce you to Keepa, fulltimefba.com/read Keepa. Keepa is a tool that it's a free and a paid tool that tracks pricing history and sales rank history on Amazon. I actually was able to add a link to a Keepa graph within my Scoutify sourcing app. And I've got a blog post about how you can do that, how you can add a Keepa link to the Scoutify sourcing app. And it tells you the sales rank history, the pricing history of almost every single item on Amazon. So there's a way you can read that. So you can see how consistently an item sells, and you can see how consistent the price is. If the price doesn't tank, if the price doesn't, if the price stays pretty consistent over time, and the sales be pretty consistent over time, then that's a potential long-term replen. I've had replens that have been, I've been able to replenish and continue to restock for like 2 or 3 months. And I've had replens that I've had for over 5 years that I just continually go back, restock, send it to Amazon, it sells. I go back, I restock, I send it to Amazon, it sells. It is pretty awesome. I also show you in the course how you can be notified if a replen that I actually call it a zombie replen. If it's a replen that you've sold on Amazon, it was pretty good for a while, but then price tankers came in or competitors came in and there's just not a consistent replen for you anymore, then I call that a dead replen. But I've got ways that you can set up alerts to notify you if a zombie replen is come back alive, and it's good again. So you can even just have that going on in the background. Something's checking. If the replen is profitable again, you can be notified. So I walk you through that in the course as well. So Melanie says, how many different items do you sell at any given time? It's been totally different throughout my entire Amazon business. So I've been selling on Amazon for over 10 years. The first 5 years, I did not discover replens, and so I had over like 800 to 1,000 items being sold on Amazon at once. And I was making a full-time income, but that was just not sustainable. I had to continually keep going and trying to find those items to find the new stuff to sell. But when I found replens, I was actually able to get my inventory down to about 150 or so, and 150 or so replens is better than having 1,000 non-replens in your inventory, because those replens again continue to sell over and over again. So those are the items that I've been selling on Amazon, and how many. So it's not about how many inventory items you're selling on Amazon or you have in stock on Amazon. It's about the quality of the items that you have in stock on Amazon. It's about the quality, and I think that having a replen is the best excuse me, is the best quality for you to have in the long run. So thank you, Melanie, for that question. All right. So I think we got like 1 more minute for another question in case you've got it. And if not, that's okay. But again, reminding you, fulltimefba.com/replens, the coupon code replen30 for $30 off the course to walk you through. It's super affordable. The price is going to be going up soon, so I just want to make sure that you are aware of this. And this coupon code is very limited time, so take action on the coupon code as well. All right.